Hey beautiful soul, today we're going to talk about the magic of the gemstone Labradorite. This beautiful gray, sparkly, iridescent, flashy gemstone comes in all shades of gray, from really white to really dark gray, and even rainbow hued. This beautiful, like flashy iridescence, we call that Labrador essence. Of course, it's named after the stone Labradorite, which is named after Labrador, Canada, the place that it was originally discovered. Now, it is currently mined all around the globe, but it's really primarily a northern gemstone. It has a strong resonance with the north. It has a strong resonance with the lore of the peoples of the north, and there are many varieties that are found in the north. It's also called the Aurora Borealis stone because there is an Inuit legend that says that the beautiful northern lights sparkled in the sky. The Aurora Borealis, it got really super cold and it crystallized and it fell to the earth in the form of Labradorite stones. Another version of that myth from other tribes says that a warrior was in a northern forest and found Labradorite, a large structure of Labradorite, and pierced it with its spear and released the northern lights up to the sky. So that's very interesting because the Finnish people see it as a representation of Bifrost, the rainbow bridge that connects Earth with Asgard, the realm of the gods. So it connects us with spirit, basically, right? I love that because if there was any gemstone that resonates with the Allfather Odin and Norse mythology, I would say it's Labradorite, aside from possibly mystic Merlinite, and that's for another day. Labradorite flashes are different colors depending on the crystal that was mined. So blue is a very common one, and that's what I have here. Other ones are and blue would be great for a calming effect and for enhancing your communication and your intuition. Greens, there are a lot of greens in Labradorite. Sometimes you'll get like an army green crystal of Labradorite. That is very super healing and also great for manifestation. Gold is great for personal power. Red is great for potency. Really, whatever chakra it's related to. But spectralite is a form of Labradorite that has a whole rainbow hue, and that is all chakras of the body. It's very special. I haven't been able to source spectralite as a bead for my malas. So if anybody out there knows where I can get a nice quality spectralite, not black and gray or anything like that, but the actual rainbow hues of real spectralite in bead form, please let me know. I've been looking for that for a long time. So there are other subtypes, though, of Labradorite. Rainbow moonstone is one, believe it or not. Rainbow moonstone is a super special kind of moonstone that's extremely translucent, and it too, like spectralite, resonates with all the chakras of the body, and you can see a rainbow effect inside of it. That's actually a form of feldspar that we consider Labradorite. Also, Oregon sunstone is a form of Labradorite. Oregon sunstone is this beautiful orange, gemmy sunstone that has this aventurescence. And I'm calling it aventurescence because technically it is called an aventurescence, but as a Labradorite, it would be Labradorescence as well. So this shimmery, it's almost like little gold specks inside. Absolutely stunning. So those are other kinds of Labradorite, but there are many kinds, and you will see many grades of Labradorite, many shades of Labradorite, but primarily when you're buying malas or beaded jewelry, it's going to be different shades of gray. Now, what's interesting about the Aurora Borealis stone, that is Labradorite, and the Aurora Borealis, the word itself comes from the Greek word aura, which actually means breath. And the Greek word aura is what we also call our aura after. That is the root meaning of your body's aura. So the Aurora Borealis and your aura are both named after the Greek word breath, which has a lot of different connotations, but to me, that reminds me of Ansu's the rune. And another name for Ansu's the rune is the breath of Odin. So the breath of Odin brings blessings, brings great and effective communication, gives potency to your words, right? Because words are spells. That's why we call it spelling. So anything that you say, you are casting a spell. You are manifesting something. If not only in your own consciousness, words are so very powerful, as is the breath is so very powerful, right? So this is reflected in the magic of Labradorite as well, and its connection to the northern areas of the earth and the northern people, right? So there's a very, very interesting connection there. Also, Odin's crows, Hugin and Munin, if I have the names correct, thought and memory. These birds also are resonant with Labradorite. They have that beautiful, colorful rainbow sheen on their oily black feathers, and it also reflects the rainbow. That energy of the rainbow reflected, that breath of spirit that gives potency to your expression, is reflected in Ansu's Odin, the crows, and the Aurora Borealis. It's a subject that you could really, really meditate on, contemplate, and dig into, right? So I encourage you to do that. Some of the gifts of Ansu's and some of the gifts of Labradorite are protection, transformation, intuition, and emotional balance. Protection, because the light of Labradorite strengthens your aura. Your aura itself becomes strengthened with Labradorite. When you wear or hold Labradorite, when you meditate with it on your third eye specifically, it's very, very powerful on the third eye. It will, and I digress, I'm talking about your aura and your third eye at the same time. I'm getting excited, so sorry about that. But as an aura strengthener, the light and the flash of Labradorite builds the light and the flash in your aura and helps you to have more of a rainbow hue, more of a full spectrum of energy in your aura, right? It doesn't have to be the rainbow kind, it doesn't have to be spectralite, and it doesn't even have to be very flashy. Just the energy of Labradorite itself will do this for you, okay? Now for intuition, this awakens your psychic abilities. Your psychic abilities and your clairs. So the clairs are clairvoyance is clear seeing, clairaudience is clear hearing, clairsentience is clear feeling, and clear cognizance is clear knowing. Right? There's more clairs, but I just made a note really quickly. These things will become easier for you when you work with Labradorite. You will find yourself gravitating more toward one or two than all of them. I personally find clear sentience much more natural for me. You know, I just have a way of just knowing things. But for some people, they will just hear things. They will just see things. If you experience that while you're working with Labradorite or wearing Labradorite, trust it. This is your intuition growing. And this is one of the promises of Labradorite. Labradorite promises you that it will help you to increase your intuition. It's inevitable with the beautiful energy of this gemstone. It's also gently doing that. It's a fairly gentle energy, whereas a lot of other gemstones that help you with your psychic abilities or just your intuitive abilities, some people see a difference there. This one is very kind and calm and easy to work with, probably because it's not just grounding, but it's uplifting. So it brings spirit into the picture, it brings white light into the picture, and it holds you while you experience change and transformation. It's called the Stone of Magic, but it's also called the Stone of Transformation. It helps you in changing times. It helps you as you change yourself as well. And you will change when you start to work with Labradorite. You will become a potent version of yourself when you are working on manifesting something or building something in your life. You will have clarity about how to go how to move forward in whatever direction. But when times are changing around you, Labradorite helps you to change more freely. Again, like I said, it's grounding and uplifting. It's gray, so it's got black and white in it, right? The grounding helps to keep you stable in times of change while everything is spinning around you. But the white light inside of Labradorite helps to ease transition in your life and helps you to move more freely onto a new path, right? So it's perfect for new beginnings and personal growth. If you are working on personal growth, Labradorite should be one of the stones you're working with. So, and also emotional balance. It helps to calm an overactive mind and empaths. This is a stone that if you consider yourself empathic, where you go into a place where there are a lot of people. When I was younger, if I went into a restaurant with a group of friends and it was filled with people, half of the time I would walk in with them and look around, feel for less than 5 seconds and say, I'm sorry, I have to leave, and then go. I just couldn't handle the energy. But I do know now that, a lot of us can absorb the energy of other people. A lot of us can pick up on what's going on outside of us. And without a good grounded energy within us, that can take us for a ride, right? So Labradorite helps in that as well. It also helps to stabilize emotions. Like if you find yourself in upsetting situations, Labradorite brings you to center. Again, it's black for your root chakra, white for your crown chakra. In the middle is the center, right? That's where your heart chakra is, and that's where it's best to find yourself when you are facing anything difficult or challenging emotionally, right? The heart chakra is the most vulnerable place, but it's also the most powerful place when it comes to emotions, right? So Labradorite is beautiful for that. You can also place it under your pillow, and it will help you to remember your dreams and help you to interpret your dreams. Very similar to amethyst, but also it'll help you to lucid dream, to be a lucid dreamer. If you're looking for lucid, ideas on how to become a lucid dreamer, just like with the clairs, Labradorite is probably the stone that you would want to use for lucid dreaming. And paired with amethyst, it would be extremely powerful. And again, it's gentle. There are a lot of stones I don't recommend that you place under your pillow. Labradorite is one that I would say definitely try it. For some people, they may not be able to handle it, and energetically, it might feel a little exciting for them, but that's only a handful of people if you're extremely sensitive in different ways. All right. So like I was talking about before with your third eye, you place Labradorite over your third eye and you can visualize yourself being surrounded by the beautiful colors of Labradorite, surrounded by the light of Labradorite. And, it would start as like a little orb around your third eye, and then just building and building and building until it surrounds your body and it expands well beyond your body, right? That is a very, very powerful way to proactively work with Labradorite to build your intuition. Don't just, you can just passively wear it, just passively carry it, but intention is everything. And in actively working with Labradorite in that way will truly catapult your talents, gifts, and abilities if you are looking to build your intuition and your third eye and your crown chakra specifically to be able to receive messages from spirit, source, and your higher self, which knows a lot. Okay. So I almost said everything, but I can't say that. So some of the beautiful mantras that I have for Labradorite are short and sweet, and I'm going to put them on the screen. I think that working with Labradorite, like if you have a bracelet or a mala and you're actually practicing affirmations or mantras as you count your beads, which is a beautiful way to use any beaded gemstone necklace or bracelet, and I recommend. These are some beautiful ones that work for me and have worked for other people that I have made malas for. I am shielded in light. That's the truth, right? I am shielded in light. Magic lives within me. Magic lives within me. Protected, guided, clear. Simply protected, guided, clear. And light shimmers through my soul. That's my favorite. Light shimmers through my soul. Just try that one. I guarantee it's going to make you feel beautiful and more holy. You are a holy being of light. So visit me at Malaology.com if you want a Labradorite mala of your own. And I'll see you next time. Mala blessings, love and light.